We are back. We are back. We are back. College football season's back. NFL season is 2 weekends away. So you know what that means. YouTube videos are going to start racking up again. So make sure you're liking, subscribing, whatever it's called, commenting, so you don't miss a video. All right. We're just going to go ahead and get right into this. I mean, we're here. Football season's here, baby. So before I give you the play, walk you through it, why I like it and such, I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there for anybody that was with us last season. You can get in back for this season with 40% off with code YouTube. So you can use that either on the season pass or the monthly pass, whatever you want to do. But the best value is going to be the season pass because I think it drops it to like $180. So that's 6 months of football for $180, and you get all my plays for the entire football year. So that's $30 a month instead of the $53 a month that you see here. So you're saving yourself $23 a month if you so choose to sign up for the season pass with code YouTube. Or you can sign up for the monthly pass, save yourself 40% off there on your first month with code YouTube. That is just the first month, though. And then if you really want to be stupid and not really care about your money, you could sign up for the day pass. Some people love it. I don't know why. They're paying $9 a day instead of $52. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, but people do it. So if you want to so choose to spend your money like that, you can. It actually helps me. I make more money off of it. But the reason why I have it priced like this is because I don't want people joining for a day, if I'm being honest. Because, like, dude, I have losing days. So, like, people get mad at me if they join for one day and then they're like, oh, you had a losing day, you suck. Like, bro, unless you're in my premium for, like, a month, you can't talk shit. Because, like, it's gambling. You're going to have losing days regardless. I'm gonna get into a whole thing. For the ones that know, especially if you're with me last football season, if you're in my premium for over 2 weeks, you're going to make your money back. And, like, we had one really bad weekend last year where we lost, I think, like 30 slips. We lost all 30 slips out of the 30 that we had for the weekend, and we lost 30 units. But then, like, the next week, I answered back with a 75-unit weekend. So, it's like, bro, just stick to it. Just stick to it. If you're going to join us for the monthly or the season pass. Code YouTube, 40% off. Sorry for the rant. All right, now let's go through it. We have a player prop slip, and then I also have some money lines for y'all. Woo! We're doing money lines this year, so I'm excited for that. But we'll have player props, and we'll have money lines for y'all. Drink my my chug jug. All right. Also, I'm going to try and put out like 3 or 4 YouTube videos a day. Or not a day. Fuck. 3 or 4 YouTube videos a week before the football weekend starts. So, especially with NFL. NFL will have a shit ton. So, just make sure you're followed, subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any videos because we're going to have a ton. All right. Starting us off, we're going Darius Taylor. This is arguably a top 5 running back in the nation. Him being at 86 yards against Buffalo is pretty disrespectful, and I don't know if the books forgot who Darius Taylor is or what their issue is, but this is a top 5 back in the country, and that line doesn't make any sense. The only reason I think it makes sense at all is if Minnesota goes up big, is like 21. They have like a 24-point lead in the third quarter, then they might pull him. But I think he could get this in like the first half. I think he could get 100 yards in the first half. I'm not even joking. Especially with their quarterback situation, it's just not pretty. So I think one of the best running backs in the nation against Buffalo being at 86 yards is kind of crazy. So he is one of my favorite plays heading into this week. I wouldn't be surprised to see his line creep up to like 95 yards at the end of the week before the game starts on Thursday. Another Thursday play is going to be Emmett Johnson for Nebraska. We're taking him over 69.5 or over 69 rushing yards, 69.5, same thing. Also, another really good running back. He didn't start picking it up last year until like the last 4 weeks. But in the last 4 weeks, he earned the starting running back job and started seeing a lot more carries. He started seeing like 13 to 14 carries a week. And he's facing Cincinnati, who also allows a good bit of rushing yards. At least they did last year. Who knows what they look like this year? But I expect Johnson to see 14 to 15 carries, and he'd have to average like 4.2 yards a carry to get there. So I think it's very doable for him. I actually really like him this week as well. So those two running backs I like a lot, and I'm taking them. And then moving on, we're going to Wisconsin. We're taking Vinny Anthony. Normally I wouldn't take a Wisconsin wide receiver, but they just got the quarterback from Maryland, Billy Edwards. And Vinny Anthony is like the wide receiver 1 or 2 on Wisconsin. And I actually really like Billy Edwards. He's a big power arm, and we saw him succeed somewhat at Maryland last year with Ty Felton, and I can't remember the other wide receiver's name, but he had a pretty good year last year, so I think he could be able to get these Wisconsin wide receivers going, especially a guy like Vinny Anthony, who was really, really explosive last year. So I think he could get this in one. I mean, obviously you can get this in one reception, but especially him, like he's a deep ball threat. He's a quick guy, big plays, explosive. So I like him for 40 yards against Miami, Ohio. This is like a shitty opening week for Wisconsin. They're just playing a shitter team just to get a W under their belt. So I like him against against Miami, Ohio, I'm sorry. And then last but not least, my guy, Cade Klubnik against LSU at home, and arguably the biggest game of the week. Some people are going to say Texas, Ohio State. Probably, but the thing with Texas, Ohio State is they have 2 quarterbacks in that game that haven't played, or haven't started, I should say. This game, you have probably who the fuck is knocking on my door? What's up, bro? How you doing? Oh, bet. You good, bro? I'll see you. All right, man. Sorry, y'all. Someone was picking up something. But anyways, as I was saying with this LSU-Clemson game, you have 2 of the best quarterbacks in the nation proven themselves as well, and they both had really good years last year. So I think this game's probably the game of the week, and I'll probably even do a video on it by myself. Or by itself, like just a Clemson LSU overview. So if you want to see that, comment that below. Or maybe I'll do like 3 of the biggest games on the weekend, and I'll like recap them or talk about them. But anyways, the last leg is going to be Cade Klubnik. So the first 3 hit on Thursday. We'll be sweating Cade come Saturday, which will be sick because I will be at that game. I bought some expensive tickets, and I will be posting about it on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are. But seriously, no, I really like Cade against LSU. LSU actually struggled on defense last year, especially against the pass. I think they'll be a little bit better this year, but the wide receivers that Clemson has is going to be fun to watch. They have Antonio Williams, TJ Moore, Bryant Westco Jr., and they even have some other guy that they just picked up. I can't remember his name, but he's really good as well. So they have 4 really, really good wide receivers. All of them could be wide receiver 1s if they wanted to be. So, yeah, I think Cade at 253 is kind of disrespectful. Especially at home. I don't know. He's going to be able to have his snap count. He's just going to be comfortable. I think this is going to be a huge game for Cade Klubnik and Clemson in general. But I think 253 is a little low. I'd probably put his line at like 275. I actually think Nussmeier's line's a little too high, but we'll talk about that one later in the week. But Cade Klubnik is going to be the last leg of this one for 10x. So if you tail this on Dabble, make sure you use code Morrisbros. They're going to give you a free $25 whenever you sign up. So that's literally, you can turn $25 to $250 absolutely for free whenever you sign up on Dabble with my code Morrisbros. So make sure you do that. Make sure you tail this slip. Let me know if you're tailing in the comments as well. Now let's move down to the money line slash straight or slash whatever the spreads, whatever the hell you want to call it. Parlay. So obviously I'm going to post more of these. Like I said, I'm going to make a couple of YouTube videos every week. So this is going to be the first one though. Oregon Ducks minus 27.5 against Montana State. We all know Dan Lanning does not give a shit about running up the score. He will do it and not hesitate. So I actually love Oregon at minus 28 or minus 27.5. I love them to win by 4 touchdowns. I think this is going to be a blowout. I think Oregon's going to take care of business. It's first game of the year. They're just trying to get a win under the belt against a shitter team, and we know that Dan Lanning does not care about stepping on the throat of an opponent. We saw them beat the shit out of Colorado and keep it going. So I don't see why Montana State would be any different. So I would like the Oregon Ducks to start us off at minus 27.5. Moving on to the second leg, it's going to be Clemson because South Carolina plays on Sunday. Clemson, money line, like I said, I think this is going to be a really good game. I actually It's going to be sick. But I like Clemson to win this game at home. Cade Klubnik and the wide receiver core that they have. I just think it's going to be too overwhelming for LSU. Plus, it's Brian Kelly coaching, and you're going to give me Dabo Swinney versus Brian Kelly. I'm taking Dabo Swinney. Brian Kelly is abysmal, to say the least. But yeah, I just think Clemson's at home, so obviously that's an advantage. That's a 2.5-point advantage right there. And then you have Dabo versus Brian Kelly. We also have to remember that Clemson just went and got Tom Allen from Penn State for their defensive coordinator. I think that defense is going to step it up a bit from last year because we obviously know they struggled last year on defense, but I think they're going to fix that. I think he'll help fix that for sure. So while I do think this is going to be a close game, I would have Clemson winning this game by 5 or 6 points. I would take Clemson minus 4.5, but I don't know. I think I could see Clemson winning by a field goal, but I do think that Clemson will cover. But I'd rather just take money line here. And then for the last leg, we're going to take South Carolina minus 360 against Virginia Tech. South Carolina is, I think they're out for blood this year, and I think they should stomp Virginia Tech, especially with Lenore Sellers. I would say Lenore Sellers is also one of the top quarterbacks in the nation, and that defense that South Carolina has is disgusting. So I think South Carolina will absolutely kill Virginia Tech. I think Clemson will win a close game against LSU at home, and I think Oregon will just take care of business against Montana State. So this will pay 100 pays $359 here. If you want a tail on Rebet, it's literally legal in I think 46 states, so it's probably legal where you're at. Use code Morrisbros. They'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $100, so you might as well take advantage of that. If you use my code on Rebet too, I'll send you a free month of premium. You're supposed to shoot me proof on Instagram, and I'll hook you up. Some other apps that you can use my code on are Chalkboard. That's code Morrisbros. My code is Morrisbros for everything. So Chalkboard Sleeper. If you use my code on Chalkboard Sleeper Rebet, I'll give you $100. I will not give you $100. I'll give you a free month of premium. I'm sorry. I'm talking too quick. So those 3 apps, I'll give you a free month of premium. Rebet, Chalkboard Sleeper. If you use my code, send me proof on Instagram, free month. And they all give you like deposit matches or free money or whatever. And then Dabble, the code is Morrisbros for a free 25 whenever you sign up. And then don't forget to sign up on our premium if you want all our plays sent to you and being part of our Discord. Our Discord is amazing. You'll love it. Promise you'll make your money back within like the first month of football. No matter if you're even betting like $10 units, you'll make it back. I promise you. So yeah, you'll just go down to the link in the description. Click on either of those codes, the season or the monthly, whatever you want, and then sign up, and then we'll see you in the Discord. I'll also have all the apps below linked so you can go ahead and get your deposit matches and good stuff like that. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe, comment if you're tailing, and follow the IG if you're not already. I appreciate y'all. It's football season. We're back. Let's get the vibes going, baby. I'll see y'all tomorrow, probably with another video. Peace.